What's up, guys? You've been asking for this for a long time, basically since its announcement. It's finally here, the Xiaomi FIMI X8 SE. Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
I'm Abby.
This little guy's Popeye. Amelia's upstairs asleep. We're the RC Sailors. Welcome to our RC family. I love saying that here on this couch because it just means we're going to have some casual RC fun, talk RC, and just have a good time. If you're new to our channel, just know that we have almost 1,500 videos of family-friendly content, all RC related in one way or another. And today we're going to take a look at a more high-end drone, the Xiaomi FIMI X8 SE. If you're unfamiliar with this drone, it comes in around $500, and it is a very nice camera platform. So if you want to fly a drone to get a cool shot of something, you know, your house or whatever, you're on vacation, maybe at the beach or whatever, this is going to have a really nice high-end camera, very, very stable with a 3-axis gimbal, 4K camera, brushless motors, long flight time. Now that's what's advertised. Now we're just getting ours very recently, so today we're just going to do an unboxing because it's been pretty nasty outside, very bad weather, and very windy today, and we've had scattered thunderstorms, so it's been hard to get to our flying field where we can fly this far away and safely. So anyway, if you're interested, we'll have this linked in the description box below, and we'll have a pinned comment at the top. Before I get into this box, I'll say this as I get into this box, because I know everyone's already wanting to see this, although a lot of people have already seen it. I want to talk a little bit about why we're kind of just now getting ours, and just a little bit of warnings to you guys as viewers. But really we want to talk about the drone, and I'm excited. I'm excited to fly this. Now, I'm hopeful that this is going to be Xiaomi's best drone. A couple little instruction manuals here, safety instructions, and probably just a little quick startup guide. Yeah. And that's nice. That's nice that they include that. Xiaomi is very well known overseas for putting out phones. They're a very big tech company in China, and they've built up a really good name for themselves. And really the first I've had any experience with them is in the drone world. And the really big first drone we did was the Xiaomi Mi drone, and that was kind of like a big giant Phantom. It didn't really fold up, it was huge and clunky, but to those of you that could get it in the air, it did a really good job. It flew well and it was very stable. The issue we had, and I'd say about 40 to 50% of all the customers here in the States that bought a Mi drone, we all had issues calibrating the drone. It wouldn't let us take off. It wouldn't let us get the drone in the air until we had it properly calibrated. If you don't know what calibrating a drone is, it's like this. You get out on the field, you turn it on, you turn your transmitter on, everything's all paired up, and it says, okay, before you take off, you need to rotate the drone like this a few times, and then I'll give you a signal, and you either do it like this, or maybe on its side, like the DJI stuff. They want you to do it on the side. Well, if you had change in your pocket, your keys were in your pocket, a pocket knife, your phone was nearby, which is supposed to be nearby because your phone is on the transmitter, you use your phone for the FPV signal. If you had any kind of interference, chain link fence, metal from your car, you know, dog collar. I mean, they said if there was any metal interference that you needed to get as far away from that as possible. So it was always, for us to get it in the air, we had to do like a dance. Like we just went from point A to B to C, D, E. We had to hit 10 different points to try to calibrate it before it would let us take off. Now, some people didn't experience that problem, and that was great. You just kind of were like gambling when you bought the Mi drone. When the FIMI came out, we didn't have that issue. We didn't have any calibration issues at all. It worked just like it was supposed to, just as good as a DJI drone. You know, you get out on the field, you spin it around, and it takes off. The issue with the FIMI drone, the original that was just released a few months before this one, was the chirping noise. I don't know if you guys watched our video or any truthful, honest reviewer out there that flew this, and it oscillated. It was noisy and loud, and I didn't really mind it, but most people hated it because you want your drone to be quiet and not really invasive. You know, you don't want to draw a ton of attention when you're flying your drone around people or just enjoying nature or whatever. And so that was the first major issue. The second being the advertised flight time was over 20 minutes, but we were only getting about 7 or 8 minutes of flight time out of the FIMI drone. And that's very short for a drone at that price point and the caliber that it was supposed to be. So we're hoping that this one doesn't have those issues. Now the Mi drone, the big clunky one, it also had that chirping kind of noise. And I haven't flown this. I haven't watched other reviewers' videos of this because I have honestly just been kind of burned out from many people online right now because so many people just try to sell you things. They might sound like it's kind of an honest review. Maybe they're giving you the stats of the drone and stuff, and that's all great. But they really are just trying to sell you the drone so they don't step on any toes and make Xiaomi mad or other companies mad. And they want to keep getting more stuff from them. So the reason we're getting ours now is simply because we didn't praise the Mi drone or the FIMI drone. We had issues, and we told you guys about them.
And Xiaomi wasn't happy with it.
Xiaomi wasn't happy with that.
In fact, they emailed us.
Yeah, well, back to the drone, okay? All that being said, I think is a very important premise, something important for us to talk about in an unboxing, because I don't really want to talk about that during the flight stuff. I really want to focus on the drone when we're flying it. But we're hoping that the X8 SE does not have those issues. This one's supposed to have really good range. It's also got a nice 4K camera on there, protected by this foam block. I think they could have done better on the gimbal protector than that little squishy, very squishy soft foam block. And our brushless motors, of course, to be expected. I like the locking prop design, although the last one, the FIMI, had some issues. Because I know this for a fact because I let my dad borrow the FIMI and he got 4 of the props on, it took off, he thought they were all locked in just fine, got about 100 feet up, and it fell out of the sky. And that's because one of the props wasn't locked on as well as it should have been. Bounced off his metal roof of his garage, and it still flies, but the video signal is wobbly and unusable. So something happened in that crash. This seems really tight for some reason. That's why I'm fiddling with that, but I think the more we use it, it'll loosen up. So that the design is you push down on the prop, you twist it, and then you pull up some to get it locked in place, and then just give it a little wiggle to make sure you're locked in place. It's a good folding prop design. They're removable, or you could probably, I think you can leave those on. I sure hope so. Yeah, good. I'll probably leave mine on, but for shipping, they had them off of there. So that's cool. We also have a 3-axis gimbal down here. What's nice about this drone that the Zino did not have. Now the Zino, remember, comes in almost half the price of this.
And that's from Hubsan.
That's a Hubsan Zino. It did not have a sonar sensor on the bottom or a downward facing camera, the visual position hold, which acts like a GPS. It helps it to hold it in a very stable position. When you just have GPS, sometimes you get a little bit of drift going. But if you have a good gimbal on there, a lot of times you don't see that. But this one has the camera, so it should lock in really solid. So these are nice features to have on this drone. Folds up really nice. It really reminds me of, we were talking about this earlier, me and Abby, it reminds me of the Hubsan Zino mixed with a DJI Mavic, I think. Looks really cool. Now here's what I like about this drone a lot. It's actually the transmitter. And it's because it's just, this is what you need. Now on the DJI series of stuff, if you want to use a tablet, you have to get this little extender thing. It screws into the transmitter, it kind of locks into it, and then it's got this big bar coming off of it, and then you have your big tablet on there. But if you want to use your tablet or your phone or whatever, on this, it's just a nice big stretchy transmitter. It's spring loaded, and a really big device will fit in there. I don't think we have a tablet handy, but that is so cool. We'll test a few different devices on this when we go fly. And I also like how the joysticks are, see that some people call them gimbals or joysticks. I like how they're tucked away right here. Can you see those? I think that's really cool. So if you really have to save on space for traveling, you just tuck them in right there, and then they pop out very easily. Actually, they're kind of tight, but they're easy to get to. I don't think they'd fall out on their own. And then they just screw into place, and there you go. You've got your joystick. I'm probably going to leave mine on there, but if I were traveling far and I wanted this to be protected, you just unscrew that, pop it in there. I really do like that a lot. Rechargeable batteries on this, of course. Now they're boasting on the X8 SE, this battery is supposed to get us about a 30-minute flight time. If we hit that, this would be the first drone to get over like 20 minutes. None of our DJI drones will hit that. The real main reason the FIMI couldn't hit the advertised flight times on their flight battery was because the included charger would only charge it to the safe amount of battery to be used, which would be a 7 or 8 minute flight time. And if you wanted to get the advertised flight time, you had to buy an aftermarket, third-party, hobby-grade charger, overcharge the flight battery, to what I think is potentially an unsafe level. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I won't do that. And then you can hit the 20-minute flight time. I just don't agree with that. If you're going to say it has a 20-minute flight time or 30-minute flight time, whatever charger you include, even if it has to take 24 hours to charge it, I think you should be able to hit that flight time with the included charger. This is the included charger for the X8 SE. It looks great, looks fine. And the last thing we have in here is our 3 different USB cables. Just USB plugs into the transmitter, and then we have a micro USB, a USB-C, and an iPhone connector. So whatever phone you have should be able to pair up to this pretty easily. That's all it comes with this drone, and this plastic bit doesn't even come out. It's kind of glued in there, and that's kind of why this is more of a winded little unboxing. I wanted to let you guys know, to those of you that are new to our channel especially and haven't been following our Xiaomi experience, because it's been good but not great. It's been truthful and honest, but we're not here to sell you the drone. We're just here to show you the drone and our experience. We're the RCSaylors. This is the Sailors experience with RCs. Now you know where we stand with Xiaomi, and I hope that this is their best drone yet. I'm very hopeful. I want this to be better than the DJI Mavic that I have. I want this to be, it should be better than the Zino because it does cost more and it feels like it's made a little better. It's more robust, it has better features physically. And then the big difference too, the biggest difference, I think, I haven't even mentioned this yet, between the FIMI and the FIMI X8 SE, the older one was just the FIMI, is that it used a 5.8 gigahertz FPV signal. So you didn't have to use your phone, you just had this little screen built into the transmitter, and you could see the live feed with no issues without having to use your phone. Now the range on the FPV wasn't amazing. We should have much better range on this than the 5.8 gigahertz FPV. And the features within your phone, the app features, should be really nice. You had some of those on the FIMI, but they were a little harder to navigate through that menu. It should be easier to navigate through on your phone. So a lot of differences. This is probably their flagship drone right now, and I'm hoping that we have a really good experience with it. As soon as the weather clears up, as soon as the wind dies down, the rain and the thunderstorms are gone, and we get it timed right with Amelia, and maybe Popeye will join us too possibly, we will go to the airfield and fly. I'm hoping to do this as soon as possible. So if you want to see this flying, if you want to see an honest experience with this FIMI X8 SE, then please hit the subscribe button. And at the very least, give this video a like, maybe just to remind yourself later, oh yeah, okay, the Xiaomi FIMI X8 SE, I gotta see that fly on the Sailors channel. Just be careful who you're listening to out there. I'm not saying everyone out there that's not us is bad, but there are a lot of them. They just want to say the thing. So be careful who you're watching, who you're listening to. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!